Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, please. The Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. Yesterday's daily, I don't even want to talk about. It was a disaster. I can't do my Toby-Wan voice. Plus, I haven't watched Dota in like 6 years, but it's a disaster. It's the best I could do. Okay, now today, we're still going to do a daily. I want to get my sea legs back underneath me, and, you know, I always say that Michael Caine quote from the Chris Nolan Batman films. You know, what do you do when you fall off the horse, Master Wayne? What about the one that, you know, that song instead from the early 2000s that goes, at first you don't succeed, and dust yourself off and try again. What would Maya think if I did not dust myself off and try again? Try again, as she says in that song. Is that Maya? One second. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself and try again. Lyrics. Aaliyah! Close. R.I.P. Alright, it's been a little while. Queen of the Damned, though. Now that's a movie that exists. Alright, pick up a bomb. Okay, okay. You know what? What was my principal problem yesterday? I was bad at this game. That was a big part of it. I basically did not dodge at all. By the way, I'm not going to be taking Doctor's Remote with us long term. Wow, what a shot! Did you see this? Are you crazy? I just walked over here. It's like the enemy's got like a plus 25% shot speed while I'm gone. Either that or my brain is working 25% slower. I could see that. I haven't had the usual, you know, caffeine consumption IV drip since I've been back that normally I do. So I gotta basically get on that. Otherwise, I'm in danger of losing my chemical dependency on a production-increasing drug, or productivity-increasing drug. Anyway, let's see what we got going on here. Little horn. Although I hate when you get a Maggie daily that only goes to the mom fight, I do love that we have Shoop the Whoop already, which is one of the best items in the game. Full stop, I think, as far as spacebar items go. But also one of the best items in the game for making sure that you can actually, like, make progress quickly, which is extremely important. Oh, I hate this right now. I can see the fucking ley lines of this one. And it's scary. Dude, did I take an I'm excited pill? Is, like, this is 420's daily. What? I never should have taken that pill, but still. Maybe there's a little meminess going on here because it's the meme day, it's the weed day. I mean, the remaining damage I took after this point is unacceptable, but I am kind of like, what is going on here? Joke's on you guys, it's actually just a great play on my part that you don't even understand. Because now I'm very close to being able to access the, one bomb won't do this. Now I'm very close to being able to access the boss trap room, and the boss trap room has a bunch of good items in it, and we're still going to get to deal with the devil anyway, so I'm not concerned. Although deep inside I'm like, wait a minute, did I actually lose, like, every ability within myself to play Isaac? You know, you get one day. You get one day to figure your shit out, and then you gotta be better. So I'm going to start to try to be better. Let's see what we got in here. That's, like, really bad. I thought maybe it would blow up the pot, but it did not. But the run is fine so far. It's just, it's actually my badness that's causing problems. Don't use Shoop the Whoop yet. 100% my own fault. I got myself trapped in a corner there. Dude, it turns out you take a couple of weeks off of Isaac, the game becomes pretty difficult again. Stop with the patches. Just start, you know, disabling Steam access after a while. Please get out of here. Okay, we still got 36. We had 36 either way, so I can live with this. Mom's coin purse, let's see what we get. I'm excited, hilarious. Telepills has taken us nowhere. Do you go for the secret room here? I mean, we should probably go for a second secret room, in my opinion. But there's so many different plausible areas for it. Perks is fine. Like, this feels like it might be it. I'm gonna try. Okay, them's the breaks, kid. But in a good way this time, which nobody ever uses them's the breaks in a good way. They always go, hey, shit happened to you. Them's the breaks. That was... As bad as that was, I do want you to know that was an I'm excited fire. So I'm mad at myself, but also, like, the fire shot me so fast. Alright, brain. Start getting yourself into gear here. Goat Head is actually, like, basically the best thing I could have gotten there. Because now I will get a deal with the devil regardless of the fact that I'm bad. Hear me out here. I think we should walk on the spike. Then we have full health. Now why... Wait a minute. I was just... I looked at that situation and I was very wary that I could potentially create a world in which I accidentally took 2 hits there instead of the 1. So I don't necessarily feel like that was the right call. And my damage penalty, you know, shows that accordingly, but I do feel like we sort of made a better decision, or at least an acceptable decision, and definitely getting that second secret room changes everything. So we're not out of this yet. Let's just chalk that one up as a little bit of a whiff and then move on here. We're really, really, really eager to get some extra damage. Rate of fire or damage itself is fine by me, but now I find myself... basically, through the luck of the draw, being in a better position than I probably should be in, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you, game. I appreciate you giving me a little bit of a, perhaps an easier path this time. He says as he hits an enemy in a direction and then walks into the path. But that's, I don't know what happened. Normally when I come back, you always have a little bit of an Isaac hangover, I think. But normally it's not nearly this bad. I'm not saying the last couple of dailies have been exceptional either, but... Or last daily, not the last couple, but... You gotta meet the game halfway, right? Like, you're not gonna get Brimstone probably from an item room. You're gonna have to get that first deal with the devil. That's the value proposition of Isaac dailies. You gotta play good on, like, 1 floor. And I've been, at least, I don't want to build the idea that there's a track record of me playing super badly and then, you know, maybe it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I should really just clear my mind and start to focus on doing the little things right, you know? You can offer me a diamond ring of pearls. You can offer all the riches in the world. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but this is from Hey Arnold. Where Arnold's neighbor becomes a country musician for whatever reason. I can't really remember. I guess it was just his passion, which is nothing wrong with that. Alright, Compound Fracture. Decent. I know we have an Isaac's Room as well. I also know we have Potato Peeler, but on a daily that's so short, Potato Peeler sort of scares me. I love it as I actually think that it's a great item. You do need... Yeah, that's fine. You do need the right situation to make it work, but I think that Potato Peeler is actually very strong. Perks is also totally fine, although unnecessary right now. It's just not really that good for us right now, because we might need this HP, and in fact, my guess is that we will need this HP to play a self-sacrifice room, so... I'm not going to worry too much about it just yet. What I am going to do is look for a secret room, which should definitely be here. And... we also want to go to... we should do the combat first, I think. We're way ahead of schedule, and again, it's only going to get better with Shoop the Whoop. Or at least it's going to stay the same. We're probably not going to get a big damage downgrade, deliberately at least. Alright, so there's a chance that that's the right play, but if it is, then... I'm not going to play it because I get to be mad at somebody else. I get to be mad at, you know, daily curators that may or may not even exist. Because you'd be like, what do you mean you got to use the self-sacrifice room on that floor? It's the 3rd floor of the game. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so we could look for the secret room, but I think instead we go like this. And it's not that good, so I think we go like this. And now we take a look, and we get an Ace of Hearts, which is really bad. So I think I'm going to buy a Spirit Heart and then just move on with my life. Not actually that disappointing, honestly. But I'm just happy that we have 1 floor here where I've sort of played okay. There was a period where I was doing so well on dailies, and I miss it. But we have the power within us to create that situation once more. Yeah, okay, that not so good. No, excuse me? Brain, you alright? It's like the hitbox internally is misaligned. Internally within myself. There we go. That was alright. Ghost Baby's garbage, though. And... well, it's tough, right? Because you want to keep HP for the self-sacrifice room, but I also really want damage, so I am going to go for broke. Basically, like, my thought process here is I wanted to take Eye of Belial, but in order to take Eye of Belial, it's going to cost us 2 HP, so I might as well take Brother Bobby anyway. And the reason I think Eye of Belial is important is because it actually does give us a big damage increase. So, we got to play well on this floor. If I die on 2 dailies in a row, my confidence... it's gonna be shaken. That was not a great shot on my part. But I think at least I've got my own destiny controlled right now. If I lose, it's my own fault for being probably a little bit over-aggressive. Which, I mean, even that's not necessarily true. You go, oh, I shouldn't have played so aggressively. No, you shouldn't have played so badly. That's the aggression and badness. They're 2 different things. But Book of Belial, which is actually Eye of Belial, is actually working out pretty nicely for us here. I don't know if it synergizes with Compound Fracture. I just assume that it does because Compound Fracture basically creates more tears out of nothing. And then we've got the Spectral Tears that keep them flowing as well. So, I mean, I'm fairly pleased about it. Yeah, that was bad positioning, but at least you dodged, you know? No complaints there. Let's go. Let's go! Alright, I'm starting to feel the joy again, the joie de vivre. Though I got a lot of comments when I was speaking French. I mean, I was doing it. I understand, by the way, that when a lot of people, like, they speak French or they speak a language that they're not very good at, but they're kind of trying to show off a little bit, you know? If you're like, excuse me, où est la piscine? You know? You're like, you really gotta go swimming. There's a reason that you're talking in a language that you're not that familiar with. If you're just going, oh, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? We should go, try to get some HP here somewhere. Then maybe you're putting on airs, you know, maybe you're trying to seem smart. I wasn't trying to seem smart, I was just trying to crack a joke, but then got so many comments from people that are like, it actually hurts my ears to hear Anglophones try to speak French. Well, alright, next time I'm a tourist in a French-speaking country, oh, excuse me, sir! I do declare, I am here in lovely Paris. Could you tell me where I can find a Chesterfield, please? A Chesterfield is Canadian slang for a couch. Why am I looking for a couch in Paris? Oh, you don't listen to Parisian Chesterfields? The best Pink Martini-esque band of the century? Proptosis is dynamite. What do we got here? No, it's specifically to annoy, effectively, is the purpose here. You gotta, like, hear me out. I really genuinely, and if you're studying language to some extent, not linguistics, but literally like a foreign language, I don't mean to put the fear of God into you. Kate studies Japanese, and I'm very grateful that she does. I mean, she's bilingual with Korean and English as well, but I'm very grateful that she's taken it upon herself to study Japanese, because we go to Japan, she handles everything, and I am basically reduced to the, you know, independent state of a young child, but still, I was, I'd like a hamburger, please. Sumimasen, hamburger. Kudasai. You know, that's the best I can do. I think I will check the curse room as well while we're here. Oh, it's hopefully worth it. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. But we all know, right, that, like, we're actually in, like, the last era before universal translators become a thing. I'm not trying to say that there won't be a reason to have great interpreters. Like, you don't want to test your robo-interpreters at the UN. You know, you want to make sure you've got someone who understands nuance in that situation. All I'm suggesting, and I am going to get out of this floor relatively quickly, by the way. I just want to, I'd really like to get more HP because, you know, the whole Probably have to play a self-sacrifice room sort of thing coming up here, but I wonder if we could use perks and a lot of spirit hearts to make it happen easier. That seems plausible. Anyway, I really do think that we're in this era that's probably like, you know, within the next 20 years, and that might even be modest. People get really mad at you when you're modest about future proposals, but that's another subject altogether. Thank you, battery pin or whatever this is called, poke the power outlet. It's nice to have a full charge on walking into the boss fight, even if it is a 2-charge item. But you know that's coming, right? Like with all the problems we're solving here, we got rocket ships that can sometimes land back on the platform that launched them. Universal translators, they're coming. That's all I'm saying. Okay, with one luck, I do think we probably want to do Gimpy here. We could get that for half of a spirit heart, but even then, I don't know if it's worth it. So instead, I'm just going to take Magic Mush and get the fuck out of here. So, I mean, where was I coming with this? I was just saying we should enjoy the fact right now that people are... It's flattering that they learn your language, you know? You should... Anytime you see somebody that's attempting to speak your language, if they need your help or they want to connect to you on a human level, you should be happy, because in, like, 15 years, I think is going to be, like, 1% of the population that's even going to try. Because why would you, right? It's like, we're in the... People, when I was growing up, you know, every generation, I think, especially when they reach a certain age, thinks that, like, they're the most modern generation that will ever exist. Like, when we were kids, or not kids, but, you know, young teenagers, we were like, man, there's gonna be no social causes left for us to champion by the time we reach the age where we can vote, you know? It's all gonna be sorted. Turns out, not all sorted. Probably. But, regardless, you know, we're actually, I think... Our enduring legacy is we're going to be talking to our grandkids and we'll be like, yeah, when you were 16 you learned how to drive. We didn't have self-driving cars. Check this out. We had to take foreign languages in high school. Why didn't you just use your universal translators, Granddad? Oh, you sweet summer child. You don't understand. We actually had human beings. We had meat that translated words that mean the same thing in one language into words that mean the same thing in a different language, just so somebody could understand you. Oh, Papa, that's so archaic. Tell me more about the before times. Well, the oceans hadn't been completely reduced to acid at that point, so we were still able to just put a little hook in the water and catch food. You got food from the ocean? Was there a Monsanto lab under the water? No, there was not a Monsanto lab under the... Well, maybe, but... Okay. You get see, that's my brand. My favorite TV show on HGTV. That's my brand. At first, it seems like the future is so bright, and then you're like, oh, I mean, we do all live in underground bunkers, but on the other hand, universal translators that you can use to, you know, coerce bandit parties into giving you all of their resources. We probably do not need charged baby in hindsight or foresight here. Alright, so what's the actual, like, literal game plan? Well, I think you either... that's tough. You want to do boss rush and teleport out. So we should have kept telepills, but at the same time, you sort of need perks as well. In order to have enough HP to survive a self-sacrifice room. So it's a little tough. I guess for now, I'm just going to focus on making sure that I can actually beat boss rush, and then we'll cross the remaining bridges when we come to them. So we are going to be slightly behind schedule, but with... That was close. With 12 damage, Tammy's Head, Compound Fracture, you know, Belial Tears, we should be in a pretty good spot. HP maybe would be for the best. That's sort of HP. I mean, the nail... None of this is good enough. Wow, that was, I guess, lucky. I'm excited. No, turns out not lucky at all. I don't know. I mean, Tammy's Head into the nail might be the actual right play, but it's tight. Because Tammy's Head is going to be so much faster for us than the nail is, but, you know, it's got to be done. So we should take every opportunity to blow up spirit heart generating things for ourselves here. I mean, I do want to go to the curse room because we could come closer to Guppy. Want to go to the arcade, but we're kind of a little short on time. Ooh, oh, we have to take this. It gives us a lot more plays, actually, on a self-sacrifice room, were we to find one. The problem becomes, we need the telepill or, you know, a teleport card right away. Like, we need one ASAP. So I do, like, want to blow up a lot of skulls. It also has to be, not the Joker or the Emperor. So, you know, even that throws a little monkey wrench into our plans here. It's weird because I want to say, like, it seems very likely we'll find one. Like, it seems like there should be a seam here. But maybe there just isn't, you know? There's no way for you to know most of the time until you actually finish the run and you go, oh, my score is much higher or much lower than everybody. Oh, there you go. So Mama Mega at least opens Boss Rush so we can have some more time to look around. Every now and then I get a little bit better at the daily flow chart. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit better at muffling the sound of my fart around. You get the idea. Then she says bright eyes. Every now and then I pop a fart. It's really a song you need two people to sing because you got to carry the note at the end, or you know you risk losing a little bit of the charm. Anyway, let's keep moving here. We want to. I mean, it would have been nice if we went to the shop a little earlier, if that was even possible, just so that we could. Ooh, it's another charge there. Just so that we could get more things blown up. Because it only blows up rooms that you have not previously accessed. Which is kind of annoying, because I want to blow up more skulls. But I mean, we do have 11 bombs in the end, so... Excuse me? What are we looking for here? Well, I mean, I'm always... I'm a sucker for more HP, or sorry, more damage here, so don't get me wrong. Although we already do have a damage multiplier, so it might be a little bit on the more muted side. And Head of the Keeper's nice. We're definitely going to get the 4,000 points for finishing the, it's still +2 damage. We're definitely going to get the 4,000 points for doing Boss Rush if we're lucky that we can do it without getting hit too many times. We should live for certain, but we're looking for a self-sacrifice room, or a shovel, or a telepills to an error room, but now we're getting into some pretty low percentage plays. We don't have a self-sacrifice room yet though, so we're kind of just, yeah, that actually like greatly minimizes our chances to get out of here because I don't really know what we can do. We need an AWAS rune. We've been to all the special rooms. You can get runes from these. Maybe? Get some of the finer points of Isaac. Kind of need a refresher. I gotta bust out the reference manual here, but... I think... Got perks. High Priestess. Okay, well, I mean... We're gonna do Boss Rush either way. And it is open, of course. That felt really good. And I'm thankful I didn't accidentally just walk in. Alright, we've already seen the deal with the devil. Please... What?! Okay, so, like, I'm actually mad? So Boss Rush opens when you walk in, but it doesn't stay open. I mean, that's stupid on my part, but at the same time, like... Yes! God damn it. At least it's not as bad as yesterday. But it bothers me because it's so preventable, and also that doesn't seem like the way that it should work. Like, when you pop Mama Mega, and it opens up a secret room, the next time you walk into the room, is the secret room closed? Oh, well, that's different. The Boss Rush doors are made out of, high-powered adamantium, reverse polarity. Okay, you know, you just, it's inconsistent. Should I have gone into the deal with the devil? No, I already saw the deal with the devil, apparently. Although I don't know how, maybe there was a Joker card or something I took earlier, but That kind of bums me out. Either way, I think we played okay today towards the end and gathering momentum, but that's a little bit of a bummer. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Try to do better tomorrow. If you did, enjoy it. Click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.